Mile is officially announced for 4K with an exclusive steelbook. More news on the Disney Criterion Wall-E 4K deal surface. The Chuck Norris classic Sidekicks is rumored for 4K. And this release week is stacked as Friday the 13th, The Fog, and Platoon are all scheduled to come out on 4K. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 125. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of physical media, new Blu-ray and 4K rumors and announcements, what is coming out this week. We've got deals to cover. We're going to do it all on today's Physical Media Report. But before we get into it, guys, I need you to do something for me. I need you to hit the subscribe button for more great content. We do tons of stuff on this channel, mostly centered around the world of physical media. So if you like that kind of stuff, 4Ks, Blu-rays, owning the movies that you love, all this stuff here behind me, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, like this video and comment down below, guys, of anything that we discuss here today. We've got rumors, news, just tons of exciting stuff to go over. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and then turn on the bell notifications for all future videos. Let's get right into it, guys. And we are going to start with the rumors. A little light this week on rumors, but we do have some stuff to cover. One thing that I'm really excited about, but a couple of others that I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on, but another 48 Hours is supposed to be coming to 4K from Paramount this December the 6th. So we've already gotten the rumor for 48 Hours coming to 4K this December. Now we're going to get another 48 Hours. So it makes sense. We got both of these from the Paramount Presents line last year around the same time. So it makes sense that we get both of these 4Ks around the same time as well. A year and a half later. I know that definitely burns some of you guys that just bought those 48 Hours Blu-rays. I bought the first one. I did not buy this one yet. But yeah, this is coming out supposedly from Paramount on December the 6th. So I've heard not so good things about the sequel to 48 Hours. I love the original 48 Hours, so I'm hoping that I will like this movie when I finally get around to seeing it. But I've heard not so great things. I think it's from the same director, though. Walter Hill directed this one as well. So not sure what happened. Let me know in the comment section below if you know what happened with another 48 Hours. Why is it so terrible? And why should I not buy it? Let me know in the comment section below. Sidekicks. Now, this is the one that I am super excited about. Sidekicks is rumored to come to 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. And again, I saw this on multiple accounts, people floating this out there. So I looked on Bluray.com. Vinegar Syndrome usually doesn't announce their stuff until the month of. So I'm sure that this is going to happen. But again, it's not an official announcement as of right now. So I'm going to lump it in the rumors. But I'm so excited for this. Jonathan Brandis, Chuck Norris. I remember watching this movie all the time when I was a kid. This is the only, and again, I'm sure people are going to come at me in the comment section, but this is the only Chuck Norris film that I have seen. I've seen Walker, Texas Ranger. I remember watching that TV show as a kid, but I think this is the only Chuck Norris movie, if you even want to call it a Chuck Norris movie. I would call it a Chuck Norris movie, but yeah, Sidekicks. If you haven't seen Sidekicks, it's a great movie about a kid that wants to be a karate champion, and Chuck Norris is like his imaginary friend throughout the movie. I don't know, it's super fun. I used to love it as a kid, and I'm really excited this one's getting a 4K. The interesting thing about this, though, is that the last time Sidekicks was released physically, it was on VHS. It didn't even get a DVD, it didn't get a Blu-ray, and it's going straight to 4K. So I'm super excited for Sidekicks. I love Sidekicks. I'm excited to watch this one. I probably haven't seen the movie in like 25 years, but I just remember this one was in constant rotation when I was a kid. But yeah, coming soon for Vinegar Syndrome. Like I've said about Vinegar Syndrome, recently announcing Amityville Horror on 4K, Texas Chainsaw 2 supposedly coming next month, Sidekicks on 4K. They keep doing stuff like this. Vinegar Syndrome's going to have me hooked before too long, because I'm very interested in some of the stuff that they're doing upcoming, and Sidekicks is another really cool announcement for 4K. But again, not official yet, so I still keep it in the rumor category. Let's talk about one that is just another head scratcher. You know, we talked about Doom coming out on 4K. Who asked for that? Who asked for R.I.P.D. With Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds coming out on 4K? And this is supposed to get a steelbook as well, coming out from Universal on December the 5th. So I have not seen this movie. It looked terrible. I feel like maybe I saw parts of this on cable back in the day. I don't remember. It looked terrible. I had no interest in seeing this movie. I've heard terrible things about it. but it's coming to 4K. So sure, this is like the Universal, and I think, did Universal do Doom as well? I think they did Doom as well. This is Universal scraping, literally scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. Do they have nothing left to mine from? RIPD in 4K. I don't know. Again, not an official announcement, so I still keep this in the rumor category, but let me know if you're excited for that in the comment section below. If I'm way off base here, RIPD may be a great movie. Ryan Reynolds, Jeff Bridges, I love both of them. So, I mean, on paper, it feels like that should be good, but I don't know. I haven't heard good things, but let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. Let's get into the news. The news and announcements. This is stuff that is official, and we have finally got an official announcement for 8 Mile coming out on 4K from Universal on November the 8th. So this is going to get a standard 4K package, and it's also going to get a Groove exclusive steelbook, and I wanted to talk about this for a second. So Groove is like an independent 4K and Blu-ray distributor. They do a lot of like great deals on there for new 4Ks and stuff, but they primarily, I feel like, work with Universal on their deals and everything. So this kind of makes sense. 8 Mile is a Universal, so it makes sense that they're going to be doing an exclusive steelbook for that. But what I wanted to talk about is you have Best Buy that is known for doing these exclusive steelbooks. Is it possible, since Best Buy is kind of winding down with their physical media, that somebody else like a Groove steps up, maybe like an HMV over in the UK steps up and starts doing more steelbook, more exclusive steelbook releases to take the place of Best Buy, since that seems to be going away sometime in the near future? I doubt that. I don't know how much longer Best Buy is going to be holding on with their exclusive steelbooks, if they're going to be, shrinking their physical media sections and getting rid of that stuff. Is a Groove an adequate replacement to take over for the steelbooks? I don't know. It was just something that I was thinking about. But again, this is a Universal, so they kind of work exclusively with Universal, so they would have to get other deals with like Warner Brothers and Disney and all that stuff. So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. But a Groove exclusive steelbook for 8 Mile. I'm going to get this one because I really like the cover on this, and it's not a bad price right now. I think it's like $26.99 to pre-order this steelbook, so not a bad price at all. I will link that down below, but 8 Mile on 4K, again, I've talked about this before. I could think of maybe 100 movies that I would rather come out in 4K than 8 Mile, but, I was thinking about it. I'll be up for rewatching this movie. I don't have it in the collection, so it's a good excuse for me to buy 8 Mile finally. I do remember it being a good movie. It's the 20th anniversary. I did like every other, 16, 15-year-old boy when Eminem was hot in the late 90s, early 2000s. I had all the Eminem records. I was a big fan back in the day, not so much anymore, but I'm excited to go back and revisit this one. I mean, Lose Yourself, that was a banger song back in the day, wasn't it? I'm excited to go back and rewatch this one. It's probably been 20 years since it came out, since I've seen it, but 8 Mile on 4K. Let me know if you're excited for this official announcement in the comment section below. Bullet Train is supposed to be coming to 4K and Blu-ray and getting a steelbook from Sony on October the 18th. So all of these look pretty cool. Now, what I wanted to call out is a lot of people were saying that this cover was a Walmart exclusive, but then when I looked on Blu-ray.com, the new cover that it has, like they had a cover a couple of months ago, the new cover looks to be the standard cover across the board for the Blu-ray and the 4K. It didn't say anything about Walmart exclusives. So I'm assuming that this cover that I'm showing is going to be the exclusive cover, going to be the cover of Bullet Train when it hits 4K and Blu-ray, and that steelbook is going to be the steelbook as well. So again, this is not a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. This is a steelbook that you can pick up anywhere. So yeah, really cool cover art and designs on this one. I'm probably going to end up picking this one up and watching it. I never got a chance to get out to theaters to see it. I heard a variety of opinions, I feel like, on this movie, but I am looking forward to seeing it. I do enjoy Brad Pitt in most of his movies, so I'm excited to see it at some point when it comes out on 4K for sure, but that's coming out on October the 18th. WALL-E on 4K, coming out from Criterion on November the 22nd. Now, I did an entire video talking about this the other night because it was breaking news. Everybody was freaking out about WALL-E coming to 4K. I wasn't so much freaking out about WALL-E coming to 4K as I was just the possibilities that this opens up. So I kind of want to talk about this a little bit more because there was more information that came out. So this news was shared by the Disc Father on Instagram. So apparently, just kind of going into the Criterion Disney deal, apparently 100% of this new 4K remaster was handled by Criterion. So Disney was not involved in this restoration whatsoever. So that puts that whole thing to bed. This is not going to be just a port over from the pre-existing 4K of WALL-E. This is going to be a brand new remaster of WALL-E in 4K. So this is going to be a brand new 4K master. And what it also said in this report is that apparently Disney's entire catalog is going forward open to Criterion. So I don't know what this means as far as like what titles are they going to have access to the Fox titles, the Lucasfilm titles, the Marvel titles, or is it just like Disney proper titles like Pixar and other Disney properties, other Disney animated films and old school like Disney movies from the 40s and the 50s, which a lot of people were excited about the possibility of those coming to 4K or Blu-ray from the Criterion Collection. So I don't think we're going to start seeing a bunch of Marvel movies, a bunch of Star Wars movies, a bunch of Pixar movies. I think they are going to be a little selective with what they pick and make it make sense to the Criterion Collection. But I'm more so just excited for this Fox catalog to come out. And again, we've been talking about tons of titles that haven't even come to Blu-ray yet that are owned by Disney. Tons of titles that haven't come to 4K yet, like Armageddon, like The Rock, like Con Air. A lot of those 90s action films. I would love it if maybe not Criterion, but maybe Kino Lorber did those titles. So I just think the possibilities are endless here. But yeah, Disney has apparently opened up their catalog to Criterion, so everything's fair game for Criterion to put out. So I don't know, we could be seeing a ton of Disney titles going into 2023 from Criterion Collection. It's definitely interesting stuff, but let me know what you would like to see from Disney in that comment section below. I know a lot of people had some great suggestions for titles on that video that I did last Thursday. But let's get into the next news. We got Top Gun 2 movie 4K Steelbook Superfan Collection that was announced from Paramount this morning, and it's supposed to be out on December the 6th. So this is a really cool little Top Gun Steelbook set. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but it's a cool Steelbook set. It comes in like a little box. It's got booklets and posters and cards and all that stuff, and it's a really cool looking set. But again, it comes out like a month and a half after the initial release of Top Gun Maverick. So if you do want to get this one, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer to get Top Gun in 4K. Or maybe you're going to get Top Gun Maverick in 4K and then you'll wait on this one to come out because you just want to own it for a collectible. I don't know, but it looks like a cool set. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's coming out. It's the Super Fan Edition coming out from Paramount on December the 6th. Bodies was officially announced to come out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate on October the 18th. So I never got a chance to see this one in theaters. I don't know. I didn't hear great things about it, but I absolutely picked this one up and give it a watch because it is a Lionsgate A24 title, and I do like to buy all those with the slipcover. Now let's get into the Sony Pictures Classic 4K box set. Again, another video that I did on this. I did a couple videos of late breaking news announcements. I do want to kind of start doing more of that kind of stuff just for stuff that is, I feel like, a big deal and important to the landscape of physical media. So this box set was huge. This was a huge announcement. Again, all the titles aren't the most exciting, but this is 11 4Ks in a box set. This is like the Columbia Classics collection times 2. So again, this is not a part of the Columbia Pictures thing that Sony is also doing, but this is something different. This is the Sony Pictures Classics line, which started in 1992. So in this set, you're getting 11 4Ks. Just a really nice looking set with all individual slipcovers, but you're getting Orlando, the Celluloid Closet, the City of Lost Children, Run Lola Run, SLC Punk, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Devil's Backbone, Volver, or I think somebody said Volvere is how I'm supposed to pronounce it. I'm not, it's Synecdoche, New York, that's how I'm going to pronounce that. Still Alice, and Call Me By Your Name. So there's exciting stuff in this one. The Devil's Backbone, I think, is going to look fantastic in 4K. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon already has a 4K, but that's supposed to have Dolby Atmos. SLC Punk has never been released on Blu-ray, so that'll be a first time for that one. Run Lola Run, seems like a really cool movie that will look great in 4K. There's some exciting stuff here. Still Alice, I haven't seen, but I've heard great things about. Call Me By Your Name, everybody loves that movie. That will probably look really great in 4K. That movie is visually stunning. So there's some really exciting stuff in here. This is supposed to come out on November the 22nd. And again, it kind of puts that Columbia Classics Volume 3 to shame a little bit, at least in my opinion. Maybe not in like terms of packaging, but I am honestly more interested in the movies in this set than I feel like I am in the Columbia Classics Volume 3 set. But again, the price tag on this one is $299.99 as of right now, but I really feel like that price is going to come down as we get closer to release, because we saw with the Columbia Classics Volume 3, that was about $169 when it was first announced, and now it's down to $108. So I feel like this one will probably go down to about $200 before it comes out. But a really cool looking set. Again, let me know if you're going to pick that one up in the comment section below. Wayne's World on 4K has officially been announced. Thank God. Thank the Lords. Coming out from Paramount on November the 15th. Again, I already own Wayne's World on Blu-ray. I bought that Steelbook earlier this year, but I will be happy to upgrade this. It's my favorite comedy of all time. I love Wayne's World so much, so I'm happy it got announced. I'm happy it's like a new cover. It's not just the original, rehashed cover that they did with the Steelbook and stuff, that it's a new cover. It's a cool looking cover. I like the cover on this one, but yeah, Paramount on November the 15th, we're going to get Wayne's World on 4K. Bloodsport, what a lot of people would consider Jean-Claude Van Damme's best action martial arts movie, is coming to 4K from Cape Light Pictures on December the 16th. So I have not seen this movie and I have not ordered from Cape Light Pictures before. It may be possible that I get this and add it to the collection on 4K from Cape Light Pictures, but I feel like this one, usually with Cape Light, it ends up coming to the US shortly after. Like I think The Running Man came out on 4K from Cape Light. So I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but does Lionsgate own Bloodsport? Like maybe we could get a Lionsgate Steelbook of Bloodsport at some time in the near future. So I might just hold out for that. But if you can't wait, if you want Bloodsport on 4K, Cape Light Pictures is your best bet on December the 16th. We also have the Austin Powers trilogy. So talk about Mike Myers. We got Mike Myers stuff coming out everywhere. Shrek 2, Wayne's World, Austin Powers trilogy collection coming out from Warner Brothers on October the 31st. Now this is a 25th anniversary HMV exclusive edition. So really cool edition, but again, you have to order from HMV, which is a UK-owned company, so you're gonna have to import this one if you live in the US, but it's a really cool looking edition. It's got all kinds of extra stuff in it. I don't think I'm gonna be getting it. I have the first two Austin Powers on Blu-ray. I don't really feel like I need to upgrade these. I don't even own the third one. I'm not a big fan of the third one, but yeah, if you're a huge Austin Power fan, I mean, this is a collector's Austin Powers fans dream collection right here. So let me know if you're gonna get that in the comment section below. Wrong Turn is coming out on Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure it already is on Blu-ray, but Umbrella Entertainment is releasing a nice collector's edition of this with a bunch of like art cards and posters and everything else, and this is coming out on November the 2nd. So if you're a fan of Elijah Dushku and the Wrong Turn franchise and this Wrong Turn film, get excited for this one. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and get into these deals. We got tons of great deals going on this week, including this is the last day for the Giallo Films box set deal that is going on Arrow Video. So if you want to get some of these Arrow Video box sets, Giallo box sets, or just Giallo Films, get on the Arrow Video website. This is your last day to do it. It ends on September the 12th, so you got to jump on that immediately. The Star Trek 6 film 4K collector's set is down to $107.99 right now, and that came out last week. So it's down to $107.99, so that's a pretty good price if you want to get those 6 Star Trek films on 4K. Cat People, which just came out on 4K from Screen Factory, is now $909, the Screen Factory edition on Blu-ray.com. So if you just want to get the Blu-ray of Cat People, it is the cheapest it's ever been. Singing in the Rain on 4K is $20.10. Heat on 4K is $17.99. They lowered the price on that 4K significantly since it first came out. It was about 25 bucks when it first came out. So I imagine that, with the transfer, all the bad press on that, they're just like, let's just lower it down, see if some people will buy it now. Day of the Beast on 4K is $20.30 right now. That's very cool that is down that low. I think that was very expensive when it first came out, like about 40 bucks. So very cool. Day of the Beast on 4K, $20.30. Wayne's World Steelbook, I imagine because the 4K was announced, that is down to $9.09, $9.09. Great price for that Steelbook. It's a great Steelbook with all the quotes and stuff on it for sure. I would definitely recommend getting that. X on Blu-ray right now from Lionsgate is $13.99. We got Venom 2 on 4K, $19.96, and Eternals on 4K is $19.96 as well. That is the deals. Let's go ahead and get into what is new this week. There is so much coming out this week. It is insane. Like big 4K title releases, just tons of like Blu-rays that are coming out from all kinds of different boutique labels. So I'm going to try to get through this, guys. I might pass out when this is over. This is a lot of stuff that we had to go through today. It's a huge week. Who said physical media was dying? Look at all this stuff that I'm getting ready to read off to you right here. Physical media is alive and well. So much is coming out every single week. Our wallets, we are going to be flat broke by the time we get to the end of September. Forget about October and November. We're going to be broke by the end of this month. God, so much is coming out this week. Friday the 13th on 4K is coming out from Paramount for $19.59. So very cheap and affordable price point right here for Friday the 13th on 4K. And I'm really looking forward to rewatching this one and getting a review out for it this week. So yeah, Friday the 13th on 4K. I feel like this one's going to look really good and I'm definitely excited for it. Got it pre-ordered, hopefully getting it in the mail tomorrow. The Fog on 4K comes out from Screen Factory for $27.99. It's also getting a Steelbook for $39.99, and and it's got tons of other packages available right now on Shout Factory website. I did a standalone review for this title, so if you want to check it out, I'll try to link that up there somewhere if you want to check out my standalone review for the Fog. We also got Platoon coming out on 4K from Shout Factory for $27.99. I got this pre-ordered as well, so I'm really excited to check this one out because I have not seen Platoon before. We got Real Genius on 4K coming out from Sony for $22.99. Haven't seen this movie before either. It's a Val Kilmer classic coming out from Sony. I love the slipcover on this one, so I'm super excited to get this one in. Pre-ordered that one as well. Hopefully we'll have a review up for that sometime in the near future. We got Monty Python and the Meaning of Life coming out on 4K from Universal for $20.99. I did not pre-order this one, but if I go into stores, because I do plan on doing a Blu-ray hunt tomorrow, if I go into stores and see this one and it has a slipcover, I might grab it. But the reason I didn't get it was because the images on Blu-ray.com showed it without a slipcover. So I don't know, Universal doesn't usually do that. Usually they'll have slipcovers, so I'm sure if I go into stores tomorrow and I see the slipcover, I'll probably end up picking this one up. But again, I had to kind of pick and choose this week because there's no way I'm going to be able to cover all these, and I had to just kind of pick my spots of the ones that I wanted the most. Cruel World is coming out from Shout Factory for $27.99. So I was excited to pick this one up, but again, I held off on this one. It is $27.99 for a Blu-ray. I don't know why it's so expensive. Like that's the same amount, that's the same price as a new 4K from Screen Factory. So I don't know why Cool World is jacked up so much, but I'm gonna hold off on that one. Maybe a deal will come about in the next couple months and I'll pick it up then. I don't need to see Cool World right away. Even though I have been excited for it, I don't need to see it right away. The big theatrically released Elvis biopic, Elvis, is coming out from Warner Brothers on 4K for $29.96 and also getting a Blu-ray for $24.96. I love the cover on both of these different editions, and I just love that they're doing different cover work for both of them. So I think they both look excellent on the Blu-ray and the 4K. I do hope to get the 4K at some point soon, but if I don't pick it up, I might just go ahead and watch it on HBO Max, and then if I like it, I might pick it up on Black Friday. Lightyear is coming out from Disney on 4K for $29.96, Blu-ray for $24.99, 4K Steelbook for $34.99, and it's getting a Disney Club exclusive. So this is another one that I just didn't really care to see in the theaters. It's on Disney Plus right now. If I do want to watch it, I'll watch it on there, but I don't feel the need to pick this one up on 4K or Blu-ray. Fatal Attractions coming out on 4K from Paramount for $19.99. So another one that, again, I bought the Paramount Presents one 2 years ago, so I don't really feel like I need to upgrade this one to 4K right away. The Blu-ray that came out from Paramount Presents was good enough for me, so maybe at some point, again, if it drops down like 10, 15 bucks, I'll pick it up, but don't feel like I need to grab it right away. Addams Family 4K Steelbook's coming out from Paramount for $23.79, so I already have this 4K, I don't need this Steelbook. It's not even really a cool looking Steelbook to me. I mean, it looks pretty basic as far as I'm concerned. They could have done much cooler stuff with this Addams Family 4K Steelbook. Drive on 4K from 88 Films for $27.99. I do have that, and I plan to watch it and do a review at some point this month, so definitely look out for that. The Amusement Park, which is a George A. Romero film, is coming out from RLJE for $14.99. Voyage into Space from Scorpion Releasing for $26.18. Rollerball from Scorpion Releasing for $26.99. Now, the thing with Rollerball is this is coming out from Scorpion Releasing on Blu-ray. It's coming out from Shout Factory on 4K in November, so if you want to wait on the upgrade, you wait a couple months and you get the upgrade to 4K, and I imagine it's going to be around the same price. You know, don't jump into this Blu-ray when there's a 4K right around the corner. Just wanted to call that out. Canadian Bacon with John Candy is coming out from MVD Visual for $14.99. I found this title at a Dollar Tree on DVD, so I don't know. I haven't seen this movie yet, so I want to watch it on DVD before I decide if I want to upgrade it on Blu-ray, but I do love John Candy. Takeout's coming out from Criterion for $27.99. 28 Days, a new Sandra Bullock title, or an old Sandra Bullock movie, but the first time that this is being put out on Blu-ray from Sony for $24.99. Very expensive for a catalog Blu-ray release coming out from Sony, but Sony does that. They're not like Paramount and their affordably priced new Blu-rays. They really kind of jack up the price on those. Where the Crawdads Sings coming out from Sony for $22.96. A Weekend with Lulu's coming out from Sony for $22.96. And we also have, how many Kinos do we have this week? We have 7 new Kinos coming out this week. Jeez Louise, that's what I'm talking about. So much is coming out this week. It's ridiculous. Some girl Pearls coming out for $17.99. So Proudly We Hail for $17.99. Bright Victory for $17.99. The Extreme Adventures of Super Dave for $17.99. Kamikaze Hearts for $19.99. Tropic Thunder is coming out a little bit early on Blu-ray from Kino for $19.99. And then the 4K is coming out next month. I've Heard Mermaid Singing is also coming out, but no price point attached to that one on there. We also have Eli Roth's History of Horror Season 3 coming out from RLJE for $24.96. Lucifer Season 6 coming out from Warner Archive for $22.99. We got Abe Lincoln in Illinois coming out from Warner Archive for $17.99. We got Evil Dead Trap 2 coming out from Unearthed Films for $22.99. Massacre at Central High is coming out from Synapse for $22.99. So I do have that, and I've already shot a review for it, so expect that up this week. I'm excited to talk about Massacre at Central High. Look out for that. Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl, a movie that I will probably not ever have a review for up on this channel, is coming out from Full Moon Features for $20.99. Terror Squad's coming out from Code Red for $19.99. Abandoned coming out from Vertical Entertainment for $12.99. The Forgiven coming out from Vertical Entertainment for $12.99. And yeah, we're still going, guys. Slaughter Day coming out from Visual Vengeance for $29.95. Caught coming out from Sony for $22.99. Sniper the White Raven coming out from Wellgo for $17.99. Hold Your Fire coming out from RLJE for $14.99. Cave Rescue coming out from Lionsgate for $17.29. Wire Room coming out from Lionsgate for $16.99. And finally, guys, Pitch Perfect Blu-ray trilogy set coming out. This is a Target exclusive with a booklet and a pitch pipe coming out in Target for $22.99. And with that, guys, we are done with the Physical Media Report, episode 125. So thank you all so much for joining me on this Monday, going over all of these incredible physical media releases. Physical media lives. It is alive and well, and I appreciate you guys so much. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below anything that you want to comment on that we discussed here today. Turn on the bell notifications. Follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.